Welcome to the first, um, basically test video at this stage as we implement a new program and we take a new tact and a new approach at trying to get things done. It's going to be very unique in that this is going to be dedicated documentation of building off the grid while at the same time pursuing numerous humanitarian efforts. Uh, for those that don't know me, I'm used to be an American citizen. The American government has felt compelled to allow whoever is using my ID in the United States um, to continue in my legal fiction, and therefore, according to the U.S. government, I no longer exist. So, after 3 years of traveling and working to implement humanitarian programs around the world, I have found myself stranded in a third world country, in a developing nation actually, and trying to rebuild from effectively nothing. Pardon the quality of the videos, but again, we're trying to build from nothing. So the challenge is not only to build off the grid, but to continue and to expand at least to the point where we were, and hopefully a little bit further with our humanitarian efforts, both here domestically and internationally. Um, what my personal specialty is, I've established a complex systemic approach that does not punish the producers, but at the same time works to alleviate poverty and help people rise up out of more impoverished conditions. Um, this is all off the cuff, so pardon the lack of conciseness in this presentation, but just an introduction. Um, the complex systems are established in the form of isolated community service centers and full community developments, which we have not actually built yet, but isolated community service centers are established to provide um, benefits to a limited degree, but with personal responsibility, so that we do not we do not continue the current trend of establishing a dependency class. In the meantime, we're also going to be trying to rebuild our own personal property, which we've lost to typhoons and flooding here locally. You can see while I was gone, my wife managed to rebuild two walls with the local construction materials, which are less than ideal. This is actually the Philippine version of a cinder block for those in the U.S., whereas the cinder block is pretty steady. Um, yeah, these are they leave a little bit to be desired. I had a partner that had patented construction technologies here in the Philippines. He still does. But due to the nature of our work and implications and some questionable activity with some of the people that were involved, peripherally I might add, not with us personally, but that were peripherally involved with the operations, his wife is convinced that all of us are evil, and so I don't even know if I can buy his products anymore, but we'll see if we can get him back on board. And we're going to try and document our rise up from nothing just to prove that it can, in fact, work. And at the same time, to reinstate, re-implement our humanitarian programs and to expand them initially to the states where they were at, and ultimately, again, going back to the international level, our programs have been approved in Costa Rica, Panama, Nigeria, Cameroon, Vanuatu, Guinea, Conakry for those that need the separation, but Guinea, and tentatively with the Aboriginal tribes in Australia, who are the only people that actually have full autonomy. So that would be an ideal solution for the community developments and the isolated economic and financial systems that will have to be established once we reach that level. Um, in the meantime, I apologize for what we have right now, but this is what we got, so this is what we're going to work with. And again, we're building from nothing when we don't exist and living in a third world country. So it's going to be a challenge, and I really do hope you'll join us. I understand that I have a face made for radio and a voice made for print. Um, but this is what you got. So, I'd like to get a lot of people on board for the ride and to join us. Um, those who want to just live off the grid and live a little bit more free, or live a cleaner life or a more organic life, a natural life. Those who want to live off the grid because, like me, they have reason to doubt the benevolence of government, and for those that see that the social assistance programs of the government actually are in reality exacerbating the current problems and expanding the level of poverty in the world, and for people who actually want to get in and make a difference. So like and subscribe if you would, please, and I'll see you again in the next video. Thank you.